what people had to go through moving every day. So, the struggles of finding movers, getting the good electricity rate, who do you choose for internet? So I saw them going through all that, and then the different avenues that they had to take to get all of that done. So
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then COVID happened. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that, but it's sensitive subject.
We're an open book.
It was an amazing thing for my company. That's when Red Door Solutions actually started. It was during COVID.
Oh, cool.
I was out of the property management scene because COVID. We couldn't go to apartment complexes. We couldn't do anything like that. But people were still moving. So yeah, I started the business. I kind of combined all of the necessities that people needed and formed the best partnerships with those places, and took all the steps that I needed to take in order to get the best rate, have the best deals, have the best partnerships, and then be able to provide that to your customers.
Hey, what's up, everyone? We have a super exciting video for you today. We have been away from YouTube as a team really for a while, just to kind of finalize and optimize all of the programs we have on the back end here at NAL, so we can really just squeeze out all of the commission and profit from every single deal that we generate as an apartment locator. So this is going to be a special one today because we have finally finished, optimized, and kind of revamped our NAL Connect program. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's a really cool way to basically do two things very, very effectively. This is an upgrade perk to Locator IQ. But whenever we close our clients, we call, we know they're approved, and we're about to make commission. As long as we just fire off one simple tag in our IQ CRM and tag them NAL Connect, what it's going to do is it's going to refer this complimentary utility setup service. And we partner with a really great company that helps provide another free service to our renters. So for one, it's going to make you look like a more competent, put together locator real estate agent. And you're adding even more value to your customers, helping them set up their utility accounts, the renter's insurance, the Wi-Fi, movers as well, everything they could possibly need moving into their apartment. Okay. So we fire off that tag, that's all the manual work we do, and then it's going to text our client, email the client where to click a link, and sort of like begin the process of completing that super quick survey. It's like 3 questions, and then our partner contacts them and helps them, do the utility setup for them. But it also earns you money as well. We're looking at anywhere from $50 to $200. We've even seen $250 one time, extra revenue from every lease by the time our partner pays us the referral. Okay. And so it's really an exciting time right now because we've made the background systems on NAL Connect just way smooth, way easier, and just much easier to understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a video where I'm on a Zoom call with the owner of our utility setup partner company. And then she's going to kind of introduce herself, talk to us about what she does, why she does it. And then at the end of that Zoom call, we're just going to go ahead and show everyone how we set all of this up using Locator IQ on the back end as well, right? So you get to see the company, meet her, understand why we're doing what we're doing. And then the last half of this video, I'm going to show you how we're setting this up in our CRM so you can learn from it. Maybe deploy this in your own locator brokerage firm if you want. Okay, so this is going to be a really value-packed video. I'm super excited. Let's just get right into it. Hey, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my goodness, it's Friday. I can't.
Also, happy Halloween.
I know. I thought about dressing up and getting on this in my costume, but it's sitting over there. So next time.
Yeah, that's awesome. How cool of us to make this video to help, our people. Even on Halloween, it's my favorite day of the year.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, get to link up with you. How's everything going?
Everything's going well. So we finally got rid of the issue that was kind of a big blocker for us with NAL Connect. Do you remember the video survey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a really cool idea, but it kind of required a really complicated make automation. So we kind of put a pin in that, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna just save this super ultimate video survey for later when I can have time to come back and really dust it off. But so right now it's just a very basic survey right on IQ. I started thinking about this, and I'm like, a lot of the real estate agents that are going to refer the utility setup service through your company, they're already gonna put in a word over the phone. They're gonna talk to them about it anyway. So they just need something basic to just go in and complete. So I think this should be definitely a good use case.
Sweet. Yeah. Super exciting. I mean, the easier it is for the client, I've found that to be the most successful for us as well. So, they feel more comfortable giving us information and letting us help them out.
So Aubrey, thanks so much for taking some time and hopping on here with us. It's so cool to just be able to, show face and introduce yourself. So our agents and followers and everyone, they kind of know who they're dealing with to see the owner of your company. So thank you.
Yeah.
Can you kind of tell us, when did you start Red Door Solutions, and yeah, how long ago?
Yeah, so I was in property management for years out of college. That was kind of like my thing, commercial, residential property management. So I saw the ins and outs of what people had to go through moving every day. So, the struggles of finding movers, getting the good electricity rate, who do you choose for internet?
Yeah,
So I saw them going through all that and then the different avenues that they had to take to get all of that done.
it's a
So
lot.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then COVID happened. I don't know if
Right.
we're supposed to talk about that, but it's a sensitive
Eh,
subject.
we're an open book.
But it was an amazing thing for my company. That's when Red Door Solutions actually started. Was during COVID.
Oh, cool.
I was out of the property management scene because COVID. We couldn't go to apartment complexes. We couldn't do anything like that. But people were still moving. So yeah, I started the business. I kind of combined all of the necessities that people needed and formed the best partnerships with those places and
Yeah.
took all the steps that I needed to take in order to get the best rate, have the best deals, have the best partnerships, and then be able to provide that to your customers.
Yeah, that's so cool, and I feel like a lot of what you do is even more work than what we do as locators. I mean, yeah, I mean, with us, if someone books a Zoom call, we're like, "Hey, this is the best apartment in Cedar Park that you want to live in, so go there." And that's kind of like all the work we do. Then it becomes a follow-up game. You guys are like doing a really awesome service. That's a free service
Yeah.
for people. I mean, taking care of so many different providers on what they'll need with renters insurance, Wi-Fi, maybe cable if they need it, and then the movers and kind of dealing with all of that and the more stuff that you do. So first off,
Yeah.
thanks so much for like helping comprehensively support our renters. So that's really, really cool, because when you guys do a good job, it also makes me and our agents look better to the client, because they're like, wow, these locators just helped me find an amazing apartment, and now they're helping me again for free
Mhm.
set up all this stuff. And that's just thanks to your company, Red Door, and everything you and your team does. So first off, thank you. But yeah, so you have a team behind you, and
Mhm.
you guys help them set up a long list of stuff as well. And do the providers just like pay you a referral fee and for setting their accounts up? Is that kind of like how the payment works?
Yeah. Yeah. So we formed a great connection with different providers. I think we work with over 30 different providers since we are
Oh,
nationwide.
nice.
So yeah, from the big providers, AT&T, Verizon, Cox, we have a great relationship with them. So the providers pay us, and then we obviously take care of y'all in that aspect. But the cool thing is that instead of like going through 1-800 numbers or like getting somebody on the phone that they're transferring you to 30 different people until you can actually get an answer. We at Red Door, we're a one-stop shop and we're your solution. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to us at any point in time, and we take care of the calls to the 800 numbers. We answer all of the questions that you need answered, all in one spot instead of you having to outsource for that.
Wow, that's really cool. So basically, like, say I was a mover and I completed the survey, so my upcoming address, and then
Mhm.
you got my name, email, phone number, and basically, I think with that full address, that's kind of all it takes for you guys to start everything on their behalf. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a system. We built a system the past few years, and we're working with an amazing software company right now as well. That we just put in the address, and it pops up all of the providers that are available. So what our team does on the back end is it takes those providers, and we'll send you all the options, but we put it in like from the cheapest or like the best gift card or the best promo at that time. Send that option out, as well as the other options. If it's available, we want you to know. You choose what you want. We get you set up, and then you get your confirmation through the email. And if you have
Awesome.
any questions, yeah, we'll always be your point of contact from there.
Got it. Yeah, I can totally. It's so easy to see the values. It's like you're doing all the annoying stuff for the renter, and you're kind of presenting it to them on a silver platter. Like, hey, this is because you geo target based off their address, right? So the providers
Correct.
that are actually relevant in their area.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then so the peace of mind for them, like the way it's a no brainer for them to want to work with you is A, it's free, but two, it's like, okay, I know Aubrey and her team, they're looking at all the providers in my geo targeted address for me, so I don't have to call 10 people or 30 providers to get the best rate. So
Yes.
okay, cool. So I understand it correctly. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, and
Yeah.
then the fees are from like all the whatever providers, how many they add on, because sometimes people need
Yeah.
movers, sometimes people don't. So I guess the payouts kind of depend on like what was actually set up, what package they went
Mhm.
with. I'm sure there are premium cable and internet packages sometimes, depending on the
Yes.
Wi-Fi speed. Right. Okay, cool, cool. And then you guys will pay us a very generous referral fee,
Mhm.
everyone who signs up under our NAL Connect program. So that's really cool. It's still 20% to the agent. Yes.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's more because I was on a Zoom call with Utility Connect, which is a big competitor of yours. And they were paying the EXP guys and girls just 15%. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's so cool that you can offer 20. That's, 5% more through what we have set up together. So that's awesome. Maybe we'll get some EXP agents to come on board as well once they realize
Bring them
you
on.
pay them more.
Yeah.
So that's so awesome. So cool. Thanks so much for like introducing yourself, explaining kind of what we do. And I'm handling kind of the back end and the infrastructure of how those leads are hitting you on your system. So cool. And yeah, let me see if I thought I had one more thing to ask you.
I do just kind of want to go through, like, just so you have an idea of how the process works. I know that, like, on y'all's back end, it submits to us. So whatever they click, basically what comes to us is customer's name, address, move-in date, and then contact info, like phone number, email address. From there, we will reach out to the customer within 15, 20 minutes. We have it automated to where as soon as it hits our system, we send out that text message.
Nice.
And then it goes from text message, send out options, and then get them signed up. If we don't hear from them, then it's text message, phone call, voice memo, text message, phone call, voice memo, just to get that. But most of these customers should be kind of like a warmish handoff to knowing that we're going to be reaching out. So as long as they know that, our close rates are usually a lot higher.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. As long as we tell everyone that works with us, like, hey, say something on the first appointment and after, because that's what we do, especially Alex and I, and how we train our academy students is we're like, hey, look, this is going to be a great way to help your client more, most importantly, but then also like just also get paid more. So you need to tell them up front, even before you lease them, like, hey, we're going to help you find an apartment for free, but then also our partner is going to help you with your utilities and everything. So it's like a one-stop shop. So we're kind of letting them know on the initial appointment as a locator. And of course, the day that we find out that they're approved, we're also mentioning it that day and then sending out the text.
Perfect.
Yeah. So hopefully there's that double reminder for them. So by the time you guys reach out, it's not weird. They know you're coming, and it's just easier for everyone to make money that way. Yeah.
Sure. And these are all things that they're going to need it to move in anyways. To pick up keys, you need a insurance and electricity first off. So, and the cool thing too is if we don't work with a provider like Austin Energy, for example, we do have a link that we're able to send them and actually guide them in the right direction to do that. So if for some reason we're unable to help, we don't just wash our hands and just get rid of your client. We stick with them, make sure that they're taken care of, get them any answer to any questions that they have, and make sure that they move in happy and well taken care of.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I see what you mean. Because sometimes here in the city of Austin, like limits in a lot of major cities, it's like that one electricity provider only, right? Okay, I see. Or if the building is like kind of zoned for that with construction, because sometimes fiber doesn't hit the exact address, and so there's less fiber options. Yeah, that makes sense. Like this house, I have my one. Oh man, I've like.
Well, if you need me to check out your options, see what's coming in the future, I got you. I can do that for you.
Nice. Okay, cool. I might have to reach out personally. Awesome. Well, cool. So the way we have the back end, and after this video, my plan is to roll. I'm gonna add a recording of like how I've set everything up in Locator IQ, just so people understand it. But the way we have the notifications come in is that once me or anyone in the NAL Connect program, once we tag our renter client with the tag NAL Connect, that's going to, whether or not they click our survey link and complete it, it's still going to send you their name, email, and phone number. Right? Yeah, because the problem is that we anticipated is we're like, okay, we're going to text them and email them the survey link so they can tell us what they want and put in their address. But in case they, for some reason, don't click and actually complete it, because it's an online survey, no matter how great we make it, sometimes people just don't click and do it.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, that's where I really kind of scrutinize. I'm like, all right, let's make this as quick as possible so they can, but sometimes they don't. And so even if they don't, as long as we just tag them NAL Connect, then it's going to regardless send you the name, email, and phone number. That's kind of how we, and then if they do complete it, we have another automation that fires that's like, hey, they actually completed it, and then it automatically updates the contact for you with the extra information. So that's kind of how we have it. When they actually complete that survey, and so then you have everything they need in the address, it just updates on your IQ pipeline still. So you'll see them you'll see them in that initial stage of like, hey, this was referred to you. And so, yeah, you'll just see kind of like all the client cards there. And then they'll have like, when you click into it, they'll have all of the answers and the address like
Perfect.
automatically updated. Yeah. But you don't have to worry about the moving over.
Sweet. Love to see it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I know we both have places to be for Halloween. So I'll let
Yes,
you go.
yes,
Thank you
enjoy
so
your
much.
weekend. As always, it's a pleasure speaking with you, talking to you, and excited to work with you.
Me too. Thanks, Aubrey.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so let's get into NAL Connect and where this is going to fit into our main Epic Locator funnel. Okay, so let's take a quick look into here. And this is sort of the last step of the funnel. This is what the program ALM and our Locator Academy was set to build. This is kind of the project we built together over the course. Okay, so at the end of the automation, once we actually close a client and we're going to tag them approved because we're following up with them in IQ Pipeline and they let us know that they're approved, right? Congratulations, you just made your Locator commission. So what we're going to do is we're going to tag the contact with the tag NAL Connect, and it's going to fire off this automation that we're going to get into now. What's going to start this workflow and this automation is if we tag them with the tag NAL Connect. Shout out to Amy as well. She just closed her first lease at 175% on a 2-bedroom. And so her first client here in Texas was a Tesla employee. So she got him App Admin waived and 175%. And get this, a $3,000 gift card to her client and 10 weeks free, way up in North Austin. So congrats, Amy. What a wonderful lease for your first Texas lease, right? That's what makes this business awesome. And especially because you can kind of like upsell them up to the 2-bedroom and just sell them on the idea of the extra office. Anyhow, let me not get carried away, okay? So we're gonna go into Locator IQ. Amy, I'm in your account, so I'm gonna do this for you. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the premium automations right here. And now we're going to click on NAL Connect right here. You see this says subscription required. Actually, this is free to you, Amy, because you're an NAL sponsored agent. So let me just delete this. We pay for that for you. Okay, cool. Now let's go into your NAL Connect. And this is what we're going to go over right now. I just kind of imported the 1, 2, 3, and it's actually much easier than what it looks like. So don't worry, guys. This isn't going to be a complicated like 3 workflows. Okay. And then this one, Amy, is what you've been using now. I see that you have a contact in your, I think this is your first lease that we were just talking about. Yeah, this guy. So he is in this workflow, but what we're going to do is we're going to move over to this new NAL Connect setup right here. Workflow 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let me just remind you to like not use this anymore. And so we're going to do boom, and then I'm going to put an X emoji for you, Amy, just so you know, like stop using this one. All right, so we're going to get rid of that. This is old. Okay, cool. So let's go into here. NAL Connect Basic. This is the main workflow. Okay, and then the others take like 2 seconds. So on the first workflow here, the trigger is the tag. So whenever we manually add a tag, and the tag is NAL Connect. Okay, when you sign up to IQ, you already have this tag pre-configured and pre-made. We make all of the tags for you, right? So we try to set all new IQ accounts with as much as we can, but sometimes we have to just go into these automations and lightly edit stuff. If you're a part of IQ Premium and you selected the premium automations, these 3 workflows are already completed for you, but I wrote here edit me because we actually have to paste your unique survey link since every new or separate IQ account has their own URL as far as their direct survey links for NAL Connect. Okay, we don't all use like the same URL. That's why we have what we're doing now is we're going to lightly edit this automation that's kind of like already made for us the second we sign up to IQ. Okay, so the trigger is add a tag. This is already configured. Just make sure the tag NAL Connect is selected. Okay, so if this was blank, you would come in here and you just type in NAL Connect, select that one, and then we're going to hit save. Okay, now let's move on to step number 2. Okay, so this is telling the system whenever we manually tag someone NAL Connect, like right after we verify that we closed them, then it's going to do this second step, which is going to duplicate the contact card in the IQ pipeline and put them right into your separate NAL pipeline. Okay, your main pipeline is your Locator pipeline here. All right, but towards the end of that pipeline stage, like, call to check if they're approved, once you actually tag them NAL Connect, the way we did, this step is going to move them into the NAL Connect pipeline, right? That's why this is selected. And then in pipeline stage, the first stage, new referral. All right, cool. So it's going to duplicate the card, put them in this pipeline so you know that, hey, you did refer this client over to NAL Connect. So our partner can set up all their utilities for free. You're adding more value as a helpful locator, which your client is going to appreciate, but it's also going to make you a little bit of money as well. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set the opportunity name, the contact full name, and then the date today. You don't really have to, this should already be done for you, okay? So that's what's going on there. Opportunity value, you might make $100 without noticing it. Okay, save action. Now let's go to the next step. What it's going to do now is it's going to text the client the actual survey link to click on and then start completing. Okay, so this is the part we can't do for you because we're all going to have our own unique URLs. So that's why here I put, hey, paste your survey link here. This is how you get to it. You click on funnels, forms, surveys, preview, and copy URL. So let's just go do that for Amy right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click over here, hit duplicate. So I'm going to boot up 2 IQs and 2 tabs. A lot of people don't know that shortcut. It's really cool. All right. Now I'm going to back up, and then I'm going to go over to Amy's funnel and form submenu. Then I'm going to click on surveys, and I'm going to go find it. Okay. So it looks like, let's see here, NAL Connect survey basic. Amy, I don't really think you speak Spanish, so I'm going to delete this for you to not confuse you. Okay, so let me just delete the Spanish one. So this is what we're looking for, NAL Connect Survey Basic. So we're going to click on the 3 dots, we're going to click on Preview, just like I said, and we're going to copy this URL right here. You see how this URL is different because it has Amy's company brand name, Key City. See what I mean? So that's why we couldn't like do this step for you the second you sign up for IQ, because our URLs are going to be slightly different. All right. So now that we like copied the link from there, we're going to come back into this tab and we're just going to paste it right here. Okay. So boom. And then we can delete my little note here. Okay. Awesome. Now we're going to hit save, and then this is done. Right. So after it's going to text the client automatically, it's going to also automatically send them an email. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hit everything here looks good. It's going to pull your name, your email, the subject. You can maybe modify this a little bit to make it like your own style, or you can just roll with this. Okay, we're going to hit edit right here on the email, and we're going to update the button so it actually works. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. If you guys saw that, sometimes you have to just like find it on your own for the first time and then select it, and then it should actually like work. Okay, cool. So hey, good news. We're going to set up your utilities. So boom, 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 boom. And now we're going to just click on this button down here and make sure that we paste the URL right there. Okay, now we're going to hit, let's see, save. So that's the email that the client's going to get. Now we're going to hit save again, save action. And we're going to come down here. And then what is this doing? It's going to mobile app notify you. So if you have the Lead Connector mobile app that brings IQ onto your cell phone, you got to download that orange Lead Connector mobile app. If you have it downloaded, then it's going to give you a push notification whenever this happens. And it'll say, hey, IQ just automatically invited your client to start the NAL Connect survey by email and text. And then it just reminds you, check the NAL Connect pipeline if you want to see them there. Okay, so that's all well and good. And it's also going to text you. So if you ever get a text from your own IQ, this is just a reminder that it actually went through when you tag someone. It'll say, hey, IQ just auto-invited your client, so check out the pipeline, okay? It'll text that to you as well. Now it's going to wait 5 minutes and it's going to send this follow-up text to the client. And it'll say, hey, I forgot to mention, your apartment might push a certain provider. Don't lock anything in just yet. NAL Connect will compare all options and save you up to 20%. So we just got to send this text out. You can delete it if you don't like it, but I like to send the second text out to my clients because a lot of the times their apartment recommends, who to go with internet and cable and renter's insurance and all that stuff as well, because the apartment wants to make money as well, right? And so to kind of defeat that, I send off the second text. If you don't like this, you can delete it. All we're really doing is we're wanting to text them the survey link to start. Right? And so that's kind of what we accomplished up here by pasting the URL. So let's just take a look at this URL to see like what the client's going to see. Okay. So this is what they see here. NAL Connect, our team sets up your lights, Wi-Fi, renters, insurance, movers, and more. We'll compare every provider. You could save up to 20%. And then they watch this 1 minute 4K spokesperson video that we funded. Right. So that way they're on the same page and it just explains in like 1 minute, like what's happening.
Hi there. We started NAL because we love helping people just like you move into new apartments. We think it should be fun and easy. You have a key to your apartment, and we have keys to make moving simple and pain-free. Moving can be tricky. Guess what? We can help set up your water, lights, internet, and keep your home safe with renters insurance. Just to name a few things. It's going to be so easy with NAL Connect. Just answer some easy questions, and we'll find the best prices for everything you need when you move in. Think of all the fun you can have with the money you save. No need to reveals or talk to lots of companies and stay on hold. We'll do all of that for you. Big happiest move ever. NAL Connect. Making moving fun, one click at a time.
Cool. All right, so then they kind of understand that we're going to help compare providers and save them money, and it's another free service, so no one's confused. I like these little 1 minute VSLs. I strongly believe in them in like all of my processes, right? So everyone's on the same page. The trick here is just to keep them short so people really watch. Okay, and so then the next question was, this is what the client sees on their phone, okay? Or their laptop, but really their phone. They're going to run through this, and we stack all the basic contact info because people use like LastPass or Google Pass to automatically fill this stuff out anyways, okay? And then here we put like this little like warning emoji because we really want them to type in their new address that's upcoming. That's why we put new and upcoming address with like a warning emoji, okay? That kind of helps them because sometimes they put their current address and that's not what we really need for the utility setup. We want their upcoming address. Okay, awesome. So we put that there, they put everything in and they go next, and then they select all their services. All right, so pretty straightforward on that form. I just wanted to show you what it actually looks like. Just clean and pretty simple, right? Awesome, that's what converts the best. All righty, so now that that's done, we're gonna hit save action. Everything is kind of configured, and then we're gonna do basically publish and save. Okay, that's how we actually turn on the campaign. So Amy, I pretty much did this for you just now as I'm teaching this. So this is on, it's duplicating to the correct pipeline. Awesome. And then it's going to text your client your real link right there. We did that. What else did we do? You know what? Let's just text it to ourselves. Everyone, play around with this. Do like +1 and then your phone number, 512, whatever it is. I just set myself a test text, and then it kind of comes through, and you can see like what the text actually looks like. So it's really cool to test everything if you can. Awesome. So the SMS as long as you're the assigned user, which you will be, Amy, because it's just you on your account. As long as you put your personal cell phone number in your like settings, then it will text you, right? If you didn't configure your personal cell phone number, Amy, under your user account, because you know how you have your IQ phone number and then your personal, what you could do is if you just do this, just do like custom number, and this is how you can solve it really quick. And then just put whatever your number is, just do +1 and then like whatever your number is here. And this way, it's just easier to solve. And then it just forces the step to text your phone number. Okay. And then you would just hit save. It's going to wait 5 minutes and then text your client again. So this is basically done. That's kind of all the work that we have to do, all the hard work. Step 2 and 3 are really, really easy. So all this is doing here is you just want to turn it on. So for Amy, I'm just going to turn hers on. You don't have to edit anything here. That's why it doesn't say edit me, right? So what this is doing is it's telling the system, hey, once there's actually a new contact in this pipeline, like NAL Connect new referral, because that's what, once we tag someone on that first automation, it's going to move them and organize them in the NAL Connect separate pipeline. So now this is just telling the system on the background, like, hey, whenever there's a new client that we move over there from the first automation, what we want you to do is fire this trigger. And so that way you can like email our partner. And then we got Aubrey and her team's email right here, pre-configured for everybody so they can close them out. And it'll just say, hey, new NAL Connect referral from whatever your name is, right? So they know that it's coming from you, but that you're a part of IQ. Okay. And they need to know that you're a part of IQ to pay you. So here it says, hey, what's up, Red Door Solutions? I'm just an agent using IQ. This is your full name here. And then here's a referral. So it's pulling their name, their email, and their phone number from the survey that they just completed. Okay. And here we're saying, hey, look, they haven't completed the full survey yet, like all of the answers, but once they do, then you'll get all the info automatically. Don't worry about this language so much, okay? Just know that if your contact doesn't actually click the text and complete the utility survey, this system, once we turn this on, it'll still send their basic contact info, like name, email, phone number, to Aubrey and her team. And we set this up this way because in case your automation fires off and you send over that utility survey link, but they never really complete it, Aubrey and her team can still reach out with just an email and a phone number and close them anyways for you. Right. So even if they don't click and complete the utility NAL Connect survey link, it doesn't really matter. This is what's going to refer your client to Aubrey once they're closed. That way she has a chance to help them with their utilities and get you paid anyways. Okay, awesome. And so here it says, hey, please call my client regardless right away. And then we give Aubrey and her team like a shortcut to just click and it takes her into their own IQ because they're using Locator IQ for their CRM as well. Isn't that cool? Okay. Awesome. And so this will put your full name, your company name, and your number, so they know that you actually referred them, Amy. It's not going to be me. It'll say you, and it'll say powered by IQ, so they know to pay you. Okay, cool. So this is basically already configured. There's no editing here. The number we've already configured, Aubrey and her team's business number, and then here it just says, "What's up? There's a new lead from Amy. Using IQ at Key City Vibe," and then it'll just send them all the basic info here, and here it'll say, if they complete the survey, more info will be in IQ. Okay, so done. This, all you got to do is just turn it on. You don't have to really edit anything. All right. Just make sure that like at least the trigger is selected right. Like NAL Connect, new referral, done. Okay. Now we're going to hit save. All right. Now let's get into like the last step that also takes like 1 second. Okay. So what this is doing, look, it's 2 steps. What this is doing here is it's a trigger, and it says once they actually complete the full survey that we text them, what is the survey? The survey is NAL Connect Basic. So this is saying once they actually complete the survey, fire off this workflow. And so what does this do? Basically what this does here is it updates the contact that we've already referred to Red Door Solutions, right? So, and then it'll tag them, completed the utility survey, right? Copy the custom fields, and the custom fields are the answers from the survey, and then update the contact if it already exists for Aubrey. So that's it. There's not really any editing. You just got to turn it on, hit save, and you are done, Amy. I just did this for you. So now what this is doing, let me just like explain everything from the top, right? 1, 2, 3. All right, so this is what's happening now. And you should just delete this, Amy. Delete the one with the X once you're done with it. Okay, we can get rid of edit me. Guys, get into a habit of renaming your stuff, because like once you actually already edit it, just get into a habit of organizing and deleting that. So this is already done. Okay, so NAL Connect Basic. What this is doing is it's saying if we actually tag a client like towards the end of the life cycle, NAL Connect, it's going to fire off this automation, text them the survey link, email them the survey link, and organize everything on the background. And then this one fires automatically, and it's going to send that contact's information right over to the Red Door Solution, their CRM. So, right, it moves the contact to them immediately, even if they don't complete the survey. And then this third step says, okay, well, we did text them. So if they do click on it and actually complete the survey like we want them to, then it's going to update the contact that we referred to Aubrey and her team. right? The second that they do. So that's all it really takes. Okay. So you guys saw the survey. It has a 1-minute video. It's really, really fast the way we've done it. And then it's going to refer to Aubrey so she can close your client, help them with their utilities, add more value, and pay you more automatically. And then if they actually complete the survey, it'll give Aubrey and her team even more info about what they're looking for, their new address, all that stuff. Okay. Awesome. So this is pretty much done. Active enrolled 0. Okay. I'm going to delete this for you, Amy. This is going to bother me in case you forget to delete it. I'm going to delete it because it says your client's not even active. Okay, cool. So 1, 2, 3, done. Amy, I hope this was helpful. If you are stuck because you're a sponsored NAL agent, just hop on like the Tuesday calls with Alex or something, and then you can like ask about that, or just Slack me. You have direct Slack access to me as a sponsored NAL agent, Amy. So you can always Slack me or something if you're confused. But this is pretty much done, and I kind of set it up for you. Okay. What other than that? Let's go into pipeline. This is the last thing I want to show you here before we wrap up this video on how to use NAL Connect. Okay. Let me show you the main pipeline. Remember we talked about the locator pipeline here? So let's make this full screen. Okay. So this is like your main locator pipeline. And as they're kind of living out their stages, okay, once you get like kind of towards the end, wow, you have a lot of stages, Amy. Amy's really detailed with her stages. I have like 7 or something or 6. But yeah, you can keep adding stages if it helps you like organize stuff. Okay. Hey, Amy, eventually you can delete all this invoicing stuff here because that's why there's a separate collections pipeline for collections here that we take over for you. So let me get with you later, Amy, and like we can like organize your pipeline because you don't need to do like invoiced and yeah, we can fix it a little bit. Anyhow, once you get like towards the end of the pipeline stage where you're like, okay, they were approved, right? Like this is the client that you leased. Wow, 2816. Good job, Amy. Almost $3,000 on your first lease. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. And so once it gets here and that they're approved, you're gonna want to like click into the card like this. And then you're going to want to like come down to the tags and then, okay, you've already tagged them NAL Connect. Okay. Yeah. Here you would click on tags and do NAL Connect and then hit update. Right. And that's what's going to start everything. So you don't have to worry about those 3 automations that we just set up. Once those are done and active, all you have to do is click into all of your client cards, go down to tags, hit NAL Connect and update. And this is going to duplicate them over here into the NAL Connect pipeline. It's going to alert Aubrey and her team. And once they complete the survey, it'll update the contact for Aubrey and them. So it's totally automated. The only thing you have to remember to do is manually tag them NAL Connect if you want to refer them and have IQ do everything else in the background. So that's awesome. Amy, hopefully this makes you another $100 or so because you referred them via NAL Connect. Awesome. And that's the end of this video. We'll see you guys later. I hope you like the new strategy. Bye-bye.